John chapter 1 and verse 3 tells us that Jesus is the source of all things. He's the creator of all things. And then the Bible goes on to tell us in John chapter 1 and verse 4, in him was life. And as we look at this life, in him was life, and the life was the light of men. In Jesus Christ is life. And friends, I want you to understand it's not just physical life. As we look through the book of John and we see all of the sources of life that Jesus is, in John chapter 3 and verse 16, Jesus is the source of eternal life. In the 6th chapter of the book of John, Jesus declares himself as the bread of life. In John chapter 7, Jesus is the living water, that water that gives us life. And then we continue to look on in John chapter 10 and verse 10, Jesus is the abundant life. And we look in John chapter 11, and Jesus is the resurrection and the life. And in John chapter 14, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and no man comes to the Father but by him. Jesus is our source of all life and everlasting life.